Hey everyone, it's Michael, and today I'm going to do a different kind of video. I'm going to be reviewing the program Kinobody by Greg Gallagher. I usually don't do these kinds of videos, but just in case you're looking to buy it, here's my very brief overview of what I liked about the program and what I didn't like about the program. So the 3 points that I'm going to be talking about is nutrition, lifting, and then the third fat loss secret that he has in this program that I really enjoyed. So first, with nutrition, how is Kinobody with nutrition? In full transparency, I bought the Movistar bodyweight program for COVID to work out at home, but I've been following him now for like 5-6 years, and I've kind of been taking like his free advice, incorporating it into my regimen a little bit, just kind of like, all right, this is my belief about working out, this is his, let's see which one wins, and kind of testing it out. So in terms of nutrition in his program, I like that he keeps it simple. I like that he talks about calories. It's like you need to be in the calorie deficit. What I really like is the fasting portion and the amount of meals that you have to eat in a day. So I really didn't do any kind of fasting until I found him out on, like 5 or 6 years ago. I didn't even buy his program, but he was talking about fasting. I'm like, all right, let me try it out. And it changed my life. I think that doing some fasting like 5-6 hours at the beginning of the day just completely gives you that mental clarity that no one can take away. Because as soon as you have breakfast, it's like, I feel it. I feel that mental dip. And there's been like a year or two in the last like 5 years that I've religiously fasted every day. And then sometimes I'm like, no, I need breakfast. And right now it's kind of fluctuating. Right now for breakfast, I have like some fruit and a protein shake. But there's some days I'm like, oh my God, I ate too much the day before. Or, hey, like I need to get some stuff done. Like I just need to wake up, just have a nice glass of water, and then 3 hours later, maybe I have a coffee, and I'm getting stuff done. It's that mental clarity that, you don't get from anything else. So I really enjoy that. And of course that you push your calories later in the day and allows you to have a bigger meals. I really enjoy that. And talking about meals, that's the second part of the nutrition, is that I always read that you needed to eat like 5-6 meals a day to keep up with your protein synthesis. And that might be true that it's better for protein synthesis to have like maybe 20-30 grams of protein for 6 meals throughout the day, but it's not optimal for all of us, especially not me. I can't do 6 meals a day. I love eating, but it's just not optimal. So seeing that someone says, hey, try it out. Try to do 1 big meal a day with a snack here, or try to do 2 meals a day with a snack here. That really helped out because getting, all that protein in, getting all that fiber in 6 meals a day, it is hard. And that's the other one, protein requirements. A lot of the programs say you need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I'm at 170, so it's not that much protein, but it is hard to get sometimes. So, in his program, he says, you just need 0.82 per gram of body weight. And I really looked into this, into the literature, I used to be a trainer at a gym, so I needed to get certified in this. And it is true that for optimal, you can just get 0.82 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Now, having more will probably help you with your satiety. It will probably help you with feeling fuller and making sure that you do have an optimal amount just in case. But 8.2 works. So I thought, or 0.82, my God, 8.82 works. So I think that was awesome because 140 grams of protein gives you more wiggle room to have to have more fiber here, to have more vegetables, to have stuff that tastes better, because protein doesn't taste good. If anyone thinks protein tastes good, they're lying. Try to have 10 chicken breasts in a row. No one came home drunk from a bar and said, dude, I overate last night. Oh, what'd you eat? I just had so much chicken breast. I just had so many protein shakes. That doesn't make sense. So that's it with the nutrition. I like that. Lifting, I think, is very cool as well. It's 3 times per week. So here's where we're getting into the biggest point that I have of Kinobody, which is what is optimal and what is not. And it's not binary. It's not either it works or it doesn't. It exists on a scale. So where I think Kinobody does well is that 3 times per week is awesome, because it's not either I lift 0 times per week or 6 times per week. There's that 3, and that 3 will give you really, really good results. I've seen it for myself. you know, at times it's been hard to go to the gym 6 times a week, and I'll be like, oh, you know what? I just won't go at all. It's either all or nothing. It's like that 3 times a week. It really helps you have kind of a social life. It helps you, you know, do other stuff in your life and still look good and still get that workout in. So I think 3 times per week is awesome. And that everything that is in the program is minimalist. So it's like your biggest bang for your buck lifting is being used. So if you know, you're doing upper body, it's like you hit that, the upper chest, you hit those pull-ups, you hit a couple more accessory movements, and you're done. Now, is that gonna get you to CrossFit, world champion Matt Fraser level, or Chris Bumstead, Mr. Olympia? Absolutely not. You need so much more volume. You need, intensity is still there, but you need so much more volume that you're just not gonna get there. But then again, if I could promise you that you could get 80% of the way there 3 times a week, would you do it? So I enjoy the lifting. And then the third thing that we're going to talk about, which helps with the fat loss, is the walking. I know this is not an original idea by him, and a lot of people have come out with it, but this is where I encountered it. And I think it was hard for me to incorporate 10,000 steps a day at first. I know it doesn't have to be all at once, but unless your job is like physically demanding, it is hard. I mean, to get 10,000 steps, it takes me about an hour and 10, hour maybe 15, 20, depends on how fast I walk. And I know it's about 500, 600 calories, which is awesome. But sometimes when you're busy, it's hard to get that 1 hour of walking in. It's good for you because you get to, like, you know, get out there, you get to like get some sun on your face, you get to listen to a podcast or a book or just get out of the house, but it is hard. So I didn't really start incorporating the 10,000 steps a day until I started my job at the company that I work at about a year ago, and I saw like immediate improvements. I wasn't able to eat more, so my calories stayed the same. If anything, they lowered just a tiny bit, but I lost 10 pounds over like a month and a half. I went from, I think, 195 to about 185 in about a month and a half, because I literally went from like 2,000 steps a day, 3,000, to more than 10,000 steps a day, about 10,000 and 12,000. And it just dramatically, I saw the fat leave. And so I thought that was very cool. So right away, I'm like, okay, this stepping thing works. Because the leaner I've tried to get, the more I've seen that, you know, there's a fine balance between nutrition and cardio and external factors, right? Because that is fat loss, right? It's your intake and your outtake to see, you know, how much fat loss you're getting. I don't think that makes sense, actually, as I just said it, but I will go into it more in a different video. But yeah, end of the day, it works. The fat loss works. I think the steps really helps to get that fat loss level down. And yeah, that's about it. I think that Kinobody will help you get to that 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It won't help you get to that 10 out of 10, which you just have to be living in the gym. But then again, if you have other stuff, it's like if I gave you a guitar program and you're not going to be, you know, Jimi Hendrix, you're not going to be the best guitar player in the world, but if you only try 3 times a week, and I get you 80% of the way there and you're still shredding, would you take it? That's what I do in my Spanish class. I got people who were studying every single day to only speaking 3 times a week with a language partner. And that just right away, the results went up because they didn't have to think about it every day. But when they did, they hit it harder because they were actually speaking with someone. Anyway, that is my review. Hopefully you liked it. I will see you in the next video.